I'm your crackhead Uncle Prof. I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live. You better keep this shit tuned in and locked. During the middle of my set, I looked over to my tour manager, and I was like, call the ambulance, pick me up. That was one of the hardest shows I've ever done.
Damn, was it really?
Yeah. It's so damn dry here.
Yeah.
The dust bowl was kicking up. I'm like getting ready to get on stage, and it pushes me in the face, and I got cotton mouth. I had nothing to do with weed yet. I didn't smoke anything. And I'm like, I got to go on stage with this. Damn. It was like 100 degrees. It's a black stage. I have black feet. It was so damn hot. It was so hard. That was one of the hardest sets I've ever done.
That's crazy. But as always, any Rhymesayers artist just delivers.
You bring it.
You bring it. Let's talk a little bit about Rhymesayers. You dropped your first record with Rhymesayers last year, Liability.
Yeah.
Tell me about that involvement with Rhymesayers and how different was it working on a record with this label?
It was tough because you have to get used to working with assholes and douchebags. No, I mean, like here's Slugs in the background. Those dudes were friends of mine, you know, years and years and years before I even signed.
Yeah.
And so it was just natural. Like I was kicking at, Ant was picking me up to go drink at bars 10 years ago.
Man.
So, I mean, the only thing that had some adjustments was like it's a little bit bigger of a team. And I had a management squad named Stop House, and we're still working together. And they kind of all jumped along with me to work because I'm working with some geniuses on Stop House as well.
Right.
And so, Rhymesayers welcomed them. And so
is that Cottonmouth kicking in again?
Rhymesayers welcomed them. And so, but just playing telephone a lot, weird, who does what, chefs in the kitchen.
Right.
And I think we got to figure it out now.
So going into the studio and working on this production-wise, what producers worked with you? How different were these producers? How do they drill you? I mean, tell me all the details of that.
My production has been probably too complicated than it needed to be. I just like to, if you look at my catalog, I'll do really crazy, low, depressive stuff, really high energy party things, and what's allowed me to do that is working with a lot of different producers. So that's really tough to do, is communicate with 5-10 different producers on a record.
Right.
But one of my favorites is Curtis King out of here, San Bernardino, I think. Flew him up, a dude out of Milwaukee, and a guy from Minneapolis flying up for my next record. I picked my favorite 3. Damn. And we are already working on my next record, and it's the shit.
What was this drop, like October?
Yeah, that was Liability. It took me 3 years to make. Okay, so I was touring in the meantime. I had back surgery, I had knee surgery. I was wilding, I was jumping into crowds. I was fighting. I was doing a bunch of crazy shit. But
back surgery, knee surgery from skateboarding, maybe?
Yeah, snowboarding, skateboarding, fighting, jumping, crowd surfing. I don't know, all that. I'm stupid physically. So, but that record took me 3 years to make, and so by the time it got put out, like, some of those songs were old to me already. So right when I got home off of my first couple tours off the record in support, I called these dudes up. I was like, I want to make something, a timestamp, a time capsule, like right now, new, cutting edge, progressive. Like, I want to do this fast, and I've been red hot creatively, and I've been it's been incredible. So I want to make that as fast as I can. And so I'm touring. I'm doing Warped Tour, and I'm doing probably another tour after that. Right. And so that bites up time. But I want to make this one fast, and I want to push it out as fast as I can.
Right. Now with this new record, are there any plans of maybe working with some label mates, whether it's a feature or doing some production?
No, not at all.
It's just strictly you.
I'm just kidding.
Damn, you an asshole.
No. the beats call for everything. So I'm not gonna put Greaves on some beat that I don't like. Think that he'd do. Like if I'm like, ooh, this guy or that guy. That's how the last record went. I'm not like seeking out an act.
Right.
And then making it for it. Like, I want to be organic. I want this would work perfect for this. So I'm too early in the project right now to pass it off to anybody to know what's going on. So, but those are my homies. I love making music with them. Made a new song with Atmosphere called Windows that is the shit, and we've been performing that live on tour, and it's a lot of fun. And
that's a song that's gonna be for you. That's gonna be for him.
It came out. It's his. I just sang the chorus, which. So it's his track, leading up to his new release that's happening. Do you know about that?
I do.
Okay. So
maybe.
I ain't gonna say. I don't know how it goes.
It's dropping next week, something like that, right?
I don't know.
Are you excited for Warped Tour? Greaves has done it before. Greaves killed it when he did it, and this was like 4 or 5 years ago.
I am so. dumbfounded and clueless on what's going on, dude. Warped Tour will be such a learning experience.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I know it's going to be hot, so it's good to get, accustomed to this weather here.
Right.
And it's going to be sweaty and nasty, and we're not going to get any sleep. That's all I know, and so that's what I'm ready for.
Right. Well, I do look forward to catching you on Warped Tour. We will be there. So thanks for hanging out with me, dude. You guys pick up Liability if you haven't already. It's on Rhymesayers. This guy is Prof. New album coming soon.
Shut up, Liability.
Do it.